So it's been 2 weeks since Tom Wilson threw this hit on Filip Chytil, and I'm just gonna come right out and say it. I thought that this hit was predatory, dirty, and showed a clear intent to injure. If you feel otherwise, all I ask is that you at least hear me out before shredding me in the comments. Because I do have some good things to say about Wilson if you are an avid fan of him. And that is, Wilson is not a dirty player, or at least he hasn't been for about 4 seasons now. You see, when Wilson was trying to break into the NHL, his role was clear. Throw hits, start fights, and get the other team off of their game. Because the Capitals already had a bunch of guys with skill. So if Wilson tried to be more than what they wanted him to be, he very quickly would have found himself off the team. So in order to stick around, he gooned it up, collecting 6 different suspensions and fines throughout his first 6 seasons. But after Wilson received a 14-game suspension for this hit, the fear was that he could be banned from the league if he didn't clean up his act. So when Wilson returned, it was a clear turning point in his career, because the Caps would let him become a top 6 forward who can protect his teammates and chip in for 20 to 30 goals a season. And since he now had a bigger role, he became more selective on who he targeted. You know, instead of hitting smaller skill guys like Lubomir Wisnowski or Jonathan Marchessault, he started picking on guys his own size. And he even started giving those players a heads up before he laid them out.
Willie, a lot of times in games, will tell guys when he's coming. He'll tell them, heads up, heads up.
So all of this brings me back to his hit on Chytil. Because for those unaware, Filip Chytil has one of the most extensive concussion histories in the NHL. He has had so many that most of us have lost count. Our best guess is Chytil has probably suffered at least 5 or 6 of them, with one of them ending his season after just 10 games 2 years ago. Now, Chytil spent most of his career with the Rangers before being traded to the Canucks last season. And with the Caps and Rangers being divisional rivals, there is not a chance in hell that Wilson is not aware of Chytil's concussion history. So with the Capitals getting dominated by the Canucks on this night, Wilson returned to his old antics. He first attempted to lay out Connor Garland, but narrowly missed him, before finally, in the final seconds of the first, Wilson saw his opportunity and took out Chytil. Now, with all of the evidence confirming that Wilson has become aware of who he's targeting, you cannot tell me that Wilson does not know what he's doing here. You see, he knew this would throw the Canucks off their game, and it probably would have if Adam Foote hadn't told his team that a response was exactly what Wilson was looking for here. So even if the hit itself is technically clean, it still is a hit that didn't need to be thrown, because now Filip Chytil's career hangs in the balance. All because Wilson was frustrated by a slow start in an afternoon matinee game in the middle of October. And that's a damn shame.